So the whole thing began when I saw Puss in Boots like last month, and I loved it. It's a great movie. If you haven't seen Puss in Boots 2, go see it. But I saw Twitter doing what Twitter always does, and they just take something that's really good and they just kind of run it into the ground. Like, if anything is even slightly interesting, they'll act like it's the greatest thing ever and then make it just kind of annoying. So they were sort of doing that with Puss in Boots too. They were just kept talking about a certain scene, which was when Puss in Boots has a panic attack, which is a great, really well done scene, and it accurately portrays how a panic attack happens. But the problem was the same person kept repeating, like, well, not the same person, but you had the same similar 5 posts just all talking about this panic attack. And so my feed was just flooded with the same exact scene saying how well done the Puss in Boots panic attack scene is. And I was just kind of slightly annoyed by it. I wasn't even mad. I wasn't even like, oh, this is super dumb. I just decided, this is kind of funny that a bunch of adults are talking about this one scene in an animated movie. And so I made a meme just with SpongeBob and what's his name? Bubble Bass. It was that scene where Bubble Bass sits on plankton in the movie theater. So you had a movie theater and a super fat Bubble Bass next to a small SpongeBob. So I made the joke of the Twitter user being Bubble Bass explaining the panic attack scene to the 7-year-old. And honestly, it wasn't even a good joke. It wasn't even funny. Like, it was just kind of something I casually made, just as like, isn't this funny? Like, the Twitter is over explaining a scene to a kid. And then I didn't expect it would gain the traction that it did. Like, it seemed to strike a nerve with so many people, and all these people took a different meaning from this meme that took like 5 seconds to make, and I didn't even really put much thought into it. And so some people were like, oh, this is why animation is never taken seriously, or like, oh, animation is just for kids, right? Or how dare you undermine a great movie? And it's like, I liked the movie, and everyone was acting like I didn't like the movie, or like I misinterpreted, or I didn't get it. And it was like, no, it was just a silly meme about people talking too much about something that's good. It's like too much of a good thing is bad. That's what it was. That was the whole point of it. And then people just misinterpreted it. And cartoon Twitter scares me now. They terrify me. If you say one slightly wrong thing, they are worse than political Twitter. People think, oh, Twitter's so bad because of the politics. No, the politics is like it's the least crazy aspect of that site. Cartoon Twitter just goes after you. And it ended up, the reason I deleted the tweet even was because it got like 60,000 likes. And then all the quote tweets were just taking it out of context. And I was like, and then I just started feeling bad because I was like, what did I even mean by this original meme? And it took on such a different life of its own. I started thinking about what my original intention even was. And it's kind of funny because sometimes on social media, you kind of don't think about this thing that you'll tweet. Like, I don't know, at least that's me, and that's a problem that I need to work on. But it's such an easy thing to do. You type out a thought, or you make a meme and you just send it out, and you don't think about how many people actually truly see that thing that you type, or how they interpret it. And I guess that was a good flash of reality that a lot of people can misinterpret, or not even misinterpret, because it was a very vague meme, but they can take a bunch of different ideas from one single image. So that happened. I deleted it because I kind of felt bad, and I didn't want people to think that I was shitting on animation, because there is a way that you could take that as me shitting on animation, and I love animation. So I was like, okay, I'm going to delete this because I don't want people getting offended by something that I didn't even mean to say, but if they take it as that, then I should probably get rid of it. So I deleted that, and then I made the joke of, God, I don't even want, this was the worst one. I don't even know if I want to bring this up, but...
Please do.
Yeah,
so I'm excited.
I forgot what it was.
Okay, so the I kind of leaned into the joke of a random community that you don't think about coming after me and wanting to kill me. So what happened is I jokingly was like, I want to piss off another community. Why not? And so as a joke, I just said, let's make the anime community mad by saying that it's creepy to like lolly and sexualize lollies or whatever, or like lollies. I thought it was, because it was creepy, it's drawings of little girls. And I was like, no, I didn't think anybody would actually be offended by that. And then they were.
What?
And it wasn't even funny. Like, the cartoon Puss in Boots thing was funny because a lot of people misinterpreted a thing I said, and then they came after me over it. And it was kind of lighthearted. Like, they weren't like that mean. They thought I said something shitting on animation. These were then people that came out of like the darkest parts of Twitter and were angry that I said that it's creepy to sexualize drawing, or like to like lolly. I thought, because it's creepy. I think it's creepy. And then they all came after me, and they were like, "No, you're wrong. It's perfectly normal, or it's based, or whatever," as they said. I feel dirty even talking about this.